It was a pretty sight that met their eyes, in the forecourt lit by the dim rays of a lantern. Some 8 or 10 little field mice stood in a semicircle. They had red scarves around their necks, and their forepaws were thrust deep into their pockets. With bright, beady eyes they glanced shyly at each other. As the door opened, one of the elder ones that carried the lantern proclaimed, "Now then, 1, 2, 3!" and forthwith their shrill little voices rose up into the chill night air. "Villagers, all this frosty tide, let your doors swing open wide. The wind may follow and snow beside, yet draw us in by your fire to bide. Joy shall be yours in the morning. Here we stand in the cold and the sleet, blowing fingers and stamping feet. Come from far away, you to greet, you by the fire and me in the street, bidding you joy in the morning. For ere one half of the night was gone, the sun a star had led us on, raining bliss and venison, bliss tomorrow and more anon, joy for every morning." The voices ceased, the singers exchanged sidelong glances, but for a moment only. Then, from up above and far away, down the tunnel they had so lately travelled, came the sound of distant bells ringing a joyful and clangorous peal. A clangorous peal is the loud clanging or ringing of bells. "Very well sung, boys!" cried the Rat heartily. "And now come along and warm yourselves." "Yes, come along, field mice!" cried the Mole eagerly. "This is quite like old times. Shut the door after you. Pull up that settle to the fire. Now, you just wait a minute while we— "Oh, Ratty!" he cried in despair, "we've nothing to give them." "You leave all that to me," said the masterful Rat. "Here, you with the lantern, I want to talk to you. Now tell me, are there any shops open at this hour of the night?" "Why, certainly, sir," replied the field mouse respectfully. "At this time of the year our shops keep open to all sorts of hours." "Then look here," said the Rat, "you go off at once, you and your lantern, and you get me—" Here much muttered conversation ensued, such as, "Fresh, mind! No, a pound of that will do. If you can't get it there, try somewhere else. Yes, of course, home-made." Finally there was a chink of coin passing from paw to paw. The field mouse was provided with a basket for his purchases, and off he hurried. The rest of the field mice, perched in a row on the settle, their small legs swinging, gave themselves up to enjoyment of the fire.